They don't talk to anyone unless he's a puppet, and they easily trample over the international law, which is about our sovereignty now. So they don't talk to us, we don't talk to them. There's no dialogue. There's, let's say, information, but not dialogue.
4 years since Syria entered a brutal civil war in which UN estimates suggest over 220,000 have been killed, President Assad of Syria is sounding confident, facing the hyper-aggressive terrorist army of ISIS, otherwise known as the Islamic State or ISIL, and the fragmentation of the so-called moderate rebels who oppose Mr. Assad. Western leaders have decided that defeating ISIS is the priority. Here's what Secretary of State John Kerry said last weekend.
We are working very hard with other interested parties to see if we can reignite a diplomatic outcome. Why? Because everybody agrees there is no military solution. We have to negotiate in the end.
That's a big change from what President Obama said 2 years ago. Back then, he said Assad had to go.
That the only way to bring stability and peace to Syria is going to be for Assad to step down and to move forward on a political transition.
Today, President Assad says President Obama has realized that supporting anti-regime rebels was a mistake.
He said it's a fantasy. We all know it's a fantasy. Even in the Western media now, they are talking about the ISIS and al-Nusra and al-Qaeda affiliates, organizations and groups prevailing the ground. It doesn't happen suddenly. It's illogical, unrealistic to have suddenly shift from moderate to extremist. You have the same grassroots.